Aaron. I finally made it back here. Sorry, I'm a little late for your birthday. Or a lot late, actually. Something came up right before I was meant to leave. And then as the months passed, I just kept putting it off. Coming back here is always difficult. And, well, I guess I felt like I couldn't face you after missing your day. Like you'd be mad at me or something. As if you even could. Since, you're dead and all. I really need to stop thinking of you as if you're still here. It's a bad habit I've never quite been able to break over the years. I still talk about you in present tense. I still think about you as if you have some kind of opinion on anything that's happening right now. I think I'm still half expecting you to show up. Like, there's a part of me that still hasn't accepted the fact that you're gone. It's stupid. It's been 8 years. 8 years! That's longer than we spent in the Survey Corps. That's longer than the time I had with my parents. I should have accepted things by now, but I haven't. You'd probably get mad at me for that, huh? Anyway, I'm back now for the Harvest Festival. It's a new tradition that's just been started. Farmers from within Wall Maria bring produce to Shiganshina, and then there's a big celebration to send off the harvest season. Historia invited me to come join in on the festivities, and I figured it was a sign to stop avoiding this place. I'm glad I did, too. It's, actually turned out to be a bit of a reunion. Seems like Historia's gotten all of us from the 104th Cadet Corps back together again. All of us who are left, that is. Almost everyone showed up, even Annie, which was a little surprising. Mikasa and Jean brought their baby, too. This was my first time meeting her. I think she's only 5 months old? It was nice. Mikasa looks really happy. And the baby's really cute. Though you'd probably hate her if you were here right now. She looks way too much like Sean. Or... no, that's wrong. She wouldn't exist if you were here, right? Because you would have been the one to marry Mikasa, not Sean. Damn it. This world I'm living in, it's so different to the future we used to talk about. I always thought, if we somehow managed to get rid of all the Titans, we'd go back to living in Shiganshina. After we'd done all our traveling, of course. First, we'd go see all the things that we never could while trapped inside the walls. Water that glows like fire, fields of ice, giant rocks that take days to climb. We'd see and experience it all, and then we'd come back home. You and Mikasa would get married and have the happy family that you both deserved. I'd become a teacher, or a researcher, something to do with books. We three would have just gotten to be happy in a world without Titans. That's not how things worked out, though. The Titans are gone, yes, but it feels like they took everything we always dreamed about with them. I don't even live on Paradis anymore. I haven't for years. This was my first time seeing any of our old friends in months. We're all so distant from each other now. I hardly feel like I know any of them anymore. And I know they're happy. I can see it when I look at them. But some part of me wishes that they weren't. Because how could they ever forgive a world that took you away from them? I know it's selfish for me to feel this way. I might even be a horrible person for it. I can't help it, though. It's what I've been thinking about since the moment the war ended. I think I might really be broken, Aaron. Beyond repair. And I don't have any clue how to even start putting myself back together. Oh, I'm sorry, I had no idea you were here. I didn't even hear your footsteps. And this is kinda embarrassing. I usually make more of an effort to keep it together when I'm in public. Yeah, I'm visiting a friend of mine. This headstone is for him. He used to really love sitting under this tree. I haven't been by in a while, so I was just unloading, I guess. Wait, really? You mean you've been coming to visit him too? Did you know him? Oh. No, it's alright. It's really sweet that you've been paying your respects, even if you didn't know him. I jumped at the possibility that there was someone else who remembered him. The real him. Not the thing he became. It's alright though, really. Like I said, I really do appreciate that you've been visiting him. This place is a little out of the way. Only a few people know about it. Honestly, I'm a little surprised it hasn't been totally overgrown in my time away. Wait, you cut it back? You've been taking care of the tombstone too? Wow. That's so kind of you. Really. Especially if you didn't know Aaron personally. Not many people would do something like that. Thank you. It really means a lot. To be honest, it was really difficult for me to move away and leave him here. I almost didn't go. I just hated the thought of him being slowly forgotten out here. So, it really makes me happy to know that he has someone watching over him. I'm Armin, by the way. Armin Arlert. Yeah, sorry, I realized I hadn't introduced myself yet. Pretty rude of me, to be honest. I'm usually better with these things. What's your name? Oh? That's a really beautiful name. Yeah, I like it a lot. So do you live around here? Really? Interesting. From what I can tell, Shiganshina still seems pretty empty. There's not nearly as many people living here as there were before Wall Maria fell. I can understand why, I suppose. Everyone who escaped that day still has some pretty horrific memories of that place. It's probably easier to just stay away. I think that's part of the reason why the Queen started this harvest festival tradition. So people can start making some newer, happier memories in this place that was once full of so much sadness. Me? Oh, yeah, I'm from here. Born and raised. At least until that day. I've spent so much of my life away from Shiganshina at this point. I don't think it'd be quite right to call me a local. It is nice to be back, though. I've missed it, right from the day that I left. Hey, this may be a bit of a weird request, but could I buy you a drink? I feel like I need to do something to thank you for taking care of Aaron. And, well, I'd also like to get to know you a little better. Yeah? You'd like that? Great. So, you got any good recommendations of places to go? The, last time I spent much time in town, I was nowhere near old enough to drink. Oh, yeah? Well then, I guess I'll follow you. Whoa, it's pretty lively in here. More so than I thought, considering how few people live here. It's a bit more like how I remember it being, back when I was a kid. Hmm? Oh, well... yeah, it does feel a little weird being back in Shiganshina. I mean, I've been back before now, but each time I usually try to avoid the town itself. To see it all again, rebuilt and functional after so many years of being a ghost town, it's a little unsettling. Everything's familiar, but everything's also different at the same time. I suppose I'm still trying to get used to it. Hmm? Oh, hi. Yeah, I'll just have a cider, please. What about you? Oh, the usual, Guess you're a regular at this place. No, I'm not judging, just wouldn't have thought so, based on my first impression. Well, there's something just about you. Something withdrawn and mysterious. It makes me think you'd be more at home between the shelves of a library than in a nosy place like this. Thank you. Oh, so I did get you right. Yeah, I have a little bit of a knack for reading people. Guess it's something I've picked up over my years of being a diplomat. Or maybe even before that. Oh yes, I am. I'm actually an ambassador for peace between Parody and the rest of the world. I used to be the commander of the Survey Corps. And once the war ended and Paradis didn't need the scouts anymore, it felt like a natural next step. It's hard, I won't lie. It's taken a long time for the rest of the world to begin to heal after everything that happened. I don't blame them. Not at all. It does make my job a lot more complicated, though. Well, it's usually a fight just to be allowed into the country. Actually getting anyone to hear us out is nearly impossible. Still, we've been making progress. It's been slow, but it's been noticeable. It makes me hopeful that maybe the people of this island will be accepted by the rest of the world sooner rather than later. This is probably boring you. No one enjoys talking about politics except politicians, and I don't think you're one of those. I mean, it's just a hunch, but you seem far too alluring to be interested in something so straight-laced. Too, intriguing. Like I said, just a hunch, but I'm right, aren't I? I figured. So, what do you do? Really? Wow. That sounds so incredibly freeing. To just go where the wind takes you, do all the things you couldn't when the world was full of titans. That's amazing. It actually, reminds me quite a bit of someone else I used to know. He also wanted nothing more than to be free. Wait, what? So you're saying that when you're not out adventuring, you're at home in your own personal library? Whoa. I can hardly even imagine having my own library. It sounds like a dream. Oh, I love books. I always have, for as long as I can remember. We never had very many when I was growing up. They were much too expensive. I always used to imagine, though, what it would be like to have an entire room of books that were all mine. Although, now that I think about it, I'm not sure I've actually read any books in years. I don't know why. Maybe I've just been too lost to even feel that joy anymore. Actually, this might be the first time in a long time that I felt anything. The numbness became so normal. But now, being here with you, doesn't quite feel so empty. Is that a weird thing for me to say? Really? Well, then I'm glad. I wouldn't want to accidentally creep you out or something. I actually, I really like you. Yeah, like, a lot. You do? That's, I mean, well, that makes me really happy to hear. It's been a long time since I've really connected with anyone like this, so I'm glad that you're enjoying my company as much as I'm enjoying yours. If you'd be interested, I'd really like to spend some more time with you. After this, I mean. What? Go home with me? You mean you're inviting me back to your place? Are you sure? I wouldn't want to impose. No, I'd actually like that a lot. I feel drawn to you, more so than I ever have to anyone else before. And I'd like to see where this goes. If that's really okay with you? Yeah? Well, then, I think maybe we should get out of here. There's a lot more I'd like to learn about you. And I want to start as soon as possible. If you'll let me. Hey, Angel. Did you like the audio? If you did, you should subscribe to the channel. That way you can stay updated whenever we post more videos. We also have a Patreon, so if you're looking for some exclusive spicy content, you should definitely visit patreon.com/Anagomi. I, have appeared over there quite a few times. Or if you want something specific, you can commission us at anagomi.com/commissions. Our team is pretty amazing. They'll definitely whip up something good for you. Ah, well, that's all I had to say, so I should probably get going. Hopefully I can see you soon. Take care of yourself for me, okay? Bye.